Hi everyone. In this week's grammar tutorial, we're going to extend upon the work that we did last week where we looked at relative clauses, and today we're going to look at a further application of relative clauses using what we call a gerund. And a gerund is simply a verb that ends in an ing, so walking and shopping and eating, drinking, sleeping, all of these gerunds. When we use them at the beginning of a sentence, however, they become extremely useful in building what can become a complex sentence, and they have a lot of relevance to the topics that we are expected to cover in IELTS Task 2 writing. So, some examples of gerunds on the board behind there. Being, what have I got there? Damaging and investing. So if we take these three gerunds and think about some of the common essay prompts that we get, we could start a sentence that were related to eating habits or being obese. Well, there it is. Being obese. So rather than saying that obesity causes all these problems, you would actually express it by saying, being obese causes a range of health issues. Now there's an independent clause that stands on its own, and you'll remember from last week we make it into a relative clause by extending it using which or that or a connector like that. So in this case, being obese causes a number of health issues which makes a person a greater burden on the public health system. So there's a complex sentence that started with a gerund and included the relative clause structure. And we can easily do the same here for other types of questions using our other gerunds here. So damaging the environment. So lots of questions on the environment. So damaging the environment leads to problems like soil erosion. So there's your independent clause, which will be a challenge for future generations for many years to come, or something like that. So again, gerund, an independent clause, we extend it, create a relative clause, and we've got a complex sentence that's easily applicable to our IELTS writing. And finally, investing. So investing in, so the questions that relate to things like investing in rail fast trains. So investing in fast train links is a long-term strategy that will benefit future generations and pay back to government over the long term. So, same structure, a nice complex sentence, and one that's easily applicable to your IELTS writing. So, think about opportunities that you might have with your practice essays to start some of your complex sentences in your BP1 and your BP2 by using gerund. So, instead of saying overweight people, express it as being overweight, and then see what you can build on that. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that, and best of luck with your essay practice.